Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We were talking about the that we have created a header file, say this one, wherein I define some class and I have only one constructor. You can put up many uh, function methods there, and I am calling that creating an object of the class in this file. That's why I included this header file here and double quotes. And we already discussed that. If I give it a go, and it will work fine. It will work exactly what it's meant for, but this is not a software engineering method to put in what to give the implementation to the user. That's a bad practice. So software engineering practice says that we should not give the implementation, or we should only interface. That means I will put up a terminator here. That means I'm giving what I'm only putting up the prototype here. So definition should be in some other file. Okay, so let me cut it, and I already created another file, the definition, where I get the scope position operator, and I'm putting up their things like this. Maybe I will put the same things there. Control V. Okay, I'll remove these braces. Okay, now I'm putting the definition of the functions in the another file, that is def.cpp, but my header file has nothing but a um, one constructor. I could have many, like get data, set data, and all that. That will be but only prototypes here. That means the interface. You are giving like buttons to an object. You have object and you're giving buttons, but you're not giving implementation. Like your mobile phone, you have buttons. Like your television, you have remote, or you have a radio. There is buttons, but you are not giving implementation. So implementation should be hidden. So what we do is, that's why I created the def. But the question is how this one, when you execute this one.cpp, how this will know that the definition of this, because it doesn't have access to the def here, right? So we have to do something else. So if we run it here, first save this one.h, and even save this one and try to execute it. That's a problem, right? So what, for these cases, what we do is we have to create a project where we have all these files, and then our this IDE actually basically link them together, because we have to link them together, right? We need object file of this file, we need object file of def.cpp, and then they need to be uh, uh, linked together to make one executable file. So for that, what we do is we go to the project, and we can say new project. Okay, in this C free you can have some other things. Okay, here I say my I call it my project. Okay, and I will put it in the same directory on the desktop. We had cpp. No, in this we have my project. Click ready and say okay. I'm putting there. Okay, then say okay, and an empty project this time. Next, Mingo 295, finish. um Current project group, say no. Say no. Okay, so we got my project here, which has the source file from other files. Okay, if you have other compiler like Microsoft Windows, you know, what's that called, Visual Studio 2008 or 2010 or somebody else, there you have different way. Here in C3 we have this way. So in this source file I need these files. Okay, let me close these files first. I will close this. I'm closing all the files, and here in the source file I add the two files, add files to the folder, and go to the desktop. In the desktop I go to the, wait a second, so I go to the desktop. There is the what's called as my project. My project. Sorry, I had those files somewhere else. They were in the data structure, right? At fast folder, I got this one.cpp. Again, at fast folder where I have created those files, I can put it here, or I can create new files here, brand new, but I have already created. So I got def.cpp here. Okay, and the header file I got what? I have there, which one? 1.h. Now we got everything here, and if we run it, should run fine. Okay, but first thing is we should compile this also. Now compile this one. That's working perfectly fine. Okay, this is how we run multiple files in the multiple files in the CFree or any other compiler.